Hey, Melvin, nice to meet you.
Nice
This
to
is
meet you.
Sophia.
Sophia,
Nice meeting you.
nice to meet you. I'm so excited to be here to get your home in the market and get it sold. Can you show me the kitchen table? Ah, here it is.
Right.
Let's do this.
This is the only table.
No door. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you review the package again. Take a quick look around, and I'll see you back in a few minutes, okay?
Are you going to take a look around?
Yes.
Do you want me to go with you?
That's okay. Look at the package.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
All right. He's so young. Do you think he can sell it for us?
Folks, you did a great job. Did you get a chance to review that information?
Yes, we did.
All right, let's get started. Put this out here. Put this contract right in front of you. Can I sit right here?
Sure.
Yeah.
My spring clip. Okay. All right. So, folks, I wrote down 3 really important questions for you. Number 1, folks absolutely have to sell this home.
Yes.
Well, we need to sell the home. We don't absolutely have to sell.
You need to sell.
Yeah, we want to sell.
Okay, good. Check that off. All right, number 2, will you price the home to sell, Sophia? Or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
We have a price in mind, but we don't want to keep it on the market for sure.
Okay. And number 3, do you want me to handle the sales for you?
Well, we'll see what you have to say.
Sophia?
I would love to.
Okay. So you're ready to make a decision. Should we sign the contract now?
No.
Okay.
You'll kill me.
All right. So, folks, at the end of the presentation tonight, one of 3 things will happen. Okay? Number 1, Sophia, you'll have the opportunity to list the home with me. And that's my job. Okay? Gary, you'll decide not to list the home with me. And that's okay. There's no pressure. You're safe.
Okay.
Okay? Or folks, I wrote down, I'll decide not to take your listing. Oh, any one of those is fine, okay?
All right.
Now, Sophia and Gary, we spoke over the phone a few minutes ago, and I wrote down some questions. Do you mind if I review those?
No, go ahead.
Awesome. You said you're moving to New York, right?
Yes, that's right.
Is that okay? Good. Excellent. And you said you're moving there because of the grandkids?
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting. Is this your first set of grandkids?
Well, no, not really, but we have two girls that are there, 9 and 12, so we want to be close.
You said they're 9 and 12?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, that's exciting. You said you had to be there by the end of March?
I would love to.
You'd love to. And Gary?
Yeah, we'd like to be there as quickly as possible.
Quick as possible. Okay, good. And you'd like to price the home at $550. Is that right?
No, I think we decided on $575 is what we want to price.
$575. Okay. We'll take a look at that. Okay. Okay, Sophia. And you don't owe anything on the mortgage. Is that right? Okay. You got a shaky table.
Yes, we do.
Jesus. Oh, this is great. So now you weren't planning on selling yourself, were you?
No.
No, we're not going to sell it ourselves.
Okay, good. That's really smart. And you did want all your money out, correct?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
Sophia? Gary? Okay,
Yep.
Wonderful. Now, folks, there are only 2 issues we have to look at today. Number 1, your motivation to sell this home. And it's clear you guys are motivated.
I am.
Grandkids, what are
Yes.
their names again?
Go. It's Paige and Sydney.
Paige and Cindy. Who's your favorite? Just kidding.
Don't ask me.
So number 1 is the motivation to sell the home.
Yes.
Number 2 is the price we set on the home.
That's right.
Okay. So folks, I've prepared what we call a comparative market analysis. Now there are 2 parts to this research. You're gonna love this. Sophia, part 1 we call fantasy land. And that's what homeowners, your competition. That's where they list homes for. Other agents do, by the way. Part 2 we call reality. That's where agents like me, Gary, sell homes for. And smart sellers like you choose a price that will cause the home to sell. Okay? You're going to have to decide today where you're going to spend your time, okay, folks? Okay. Now, the purpose of the market analysis is to determine the value of your home in the eyes of a buyer. You folks know how buyers determine value, right?
That's right.
Now, so, can I give you a very basic example?
Go ahead.
Right? See, buyers determine value by comparison shopping, right? Yeah, they're going to look at the price of your home and the features and benefits and compare it with the features and benefits of other homes that have recently sold. Does that make sense to you, Gary?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, Sophia?
Mhm.
Okay. For example, let's say you're going to buy the grandkids a car. Okay? When they're old enough, of course. You said 9 and 12?
Yeah, they're not old.
And that was Paige and Cindy. Oh, excellent. So you're going to purchase a car for $50,000. You go to one dealership. You see the car you want to get the grandkid. Then you go to another dealership because she told you to. You got to listen to her.
Yeah.
She said shop around. Right, Gary?
Okay.
So you go to another dealership. You see the same car, same price, but it has a nicer entertainment system. Gary, which one's more valuable?
Well, the one with the entertainment system would be more valuable.
And it's obvious to me, and I don't have to tell you, but why is that?
Well, it has an entertainment system which, for the same price.
Yes. Cindy and Paige could drive around listening to Taylor Swift, right?
There we go.
There you
Yes.
Now, what if the first dealership dropped the price by to $40,000? Then which would be more valuable? Sophia?
The one for less money.
Less money, right? Why is that, Gary?
Well, we could give them a boom box for the back seat. If you think so.
You take it to Best Buy and install it yourself. There you
That's
go.
it.
So you folks can see, in order to increase value, we either have to lower the price or have more features and benefits for the same price. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So unless you folks are planning to add anything else to this house, are you?
No.
Then price is the only issue. Can I show
Okay.
you what I mean?
Sure.
So you've got one house you're competing with. House number one. And by the way, let's review your house, correct? So can I borrow that for a second?
Oh, sure.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Gary. Holding out on me, bud. All right. So just to verify, you have 5 bedrooms here.
That's right.
We do.
Okay, good. You've enjoyed these bedrooms. Yeah. You've got 4.5 bathrooms, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. It's built in 2005?
Yes.
Got it. And your house is 2,840 square feet.
That's right.
The reason I go over this, there's a lot of part-time agents in our market that mess up the most important part of marketing, which is putting the property properly on the MLS. So this is your house.
Yes.
Good. So let's take a look at what you're competing with. Okay, so house number one. Let's take a look at this house, Gary.
Look this over
So Gary, house number one, that's on Earpod Drive, correct?
there. It is.
Now, you know this neighborhood.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
lived here for 15 years.
That's a long time. I'm practically 15. How many bedrooms?
5 bedrooms in this.
There you go. And bathrooms.
3.
And you have 4.5, correct?
We do.
So you have
yeah.
more bathrooms.
Yeah.
That's important for a family. And look at the square feet.
Yeah, this one's a little bigger. This one's 3195.
Good eye, Gary. Good eye. You know, you're not that old. What year was it built, Sophia?
That one I don't know. Actually, I have to look it up.
Excuse me.
2006.
It's built in
it says.
2006, similar to
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, ours
all the homes are
2000.
pretty much the same. Look at what
Five.
they're asking. $580,000. And we said earlier, is this fantasy land or reality?
Well, that's about what we want to ask.
That is what you want out of it. How long have they been trying to get that price?
123 days.
Too long.
Yeah.
Which means that,
Yeah, we need to sell quicker.
yeah, you need to be with the grandkids by March,
That's right.
end of March.
That's right.
So we need to be with the grandkids by Easter.
Easter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And April Fool's Day, right?
That's
Okay, so
right.
let's take a look. We need to be better looking and better priced than that house. Is
Well,
it-
we do have a nicer house, probably. We
your
have
house,
a pool in the backyard. Does this have a pool?
no doubt. I completely agree with you.
Okay.
It does have a pool just like yours.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think is stopping them from selling?
Well, you're going to tell us. What is it?
I will tell you. That's why you had me over. I'm the expert. Okay? Let's take a look at what just went under contract. So these folks are packing their bags. They got the boxes. They're ready to go. How many bedrooms?
5 bedrooms, a 4.5 bath. That's like ours.
Very similar to yours. Look at the square feet, Gary.
Yeah, it's about the same as
It's
ours.
your model. It's exciting. And the year built?
72 days.
72, excuse me,
Yeah.
year built is 2005.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the
2005.
That's okay. I'm here to help you, Gary.
Okay.
We're going to hold your hand
Old
through the
people,
entire
yeah,
process.
Yeah.
Look at what they're asking, Sophia.
570.
570, which is essentially what Gary told me he wanted over the phone, right?
Just about.
And it looks like they're getting that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're pending, which means they're under contract. And you folks have you've bought homes before, right?
Yeah.
Which means we have to get under contract, we could go through inspection, then appraisal.
Mm-hmm.
Your house is going to pass an inspection, won't it?
True.
Yeah, and when you sign the contract with me, we'll send someone out to go through a little bucket list for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Protect the sale.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they also have to get through an appraisal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, that house is better than yours.
Oh, how so?
Well, they have more upgrades, Gary. Take a look at your photos there. Well, you know.
Oh, the kitchen's been upgraded?
Yeah. Did you folks have any plans to do anything else to this kitchen?
Well, no, we're not going to make any changes.
Right, you don't want to put
now.
the money in and then
We did change the shag carpet a couple years ago.
I love the carpet, yeah. And a buyer will like the carpet too. By the way, how long ago was that?
About 3 years ago.
3 years ago. 3 years. Oh. Did it appreciate since you put it in?
Appreciate?
The carpet.
Well, it's lightly worn.
Probably worn. It's okay. We'll handle that. That is a nice preview of what you could get. In essence, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we want. That would be great.
Let's take a quick look at reality. They're going to have to look at the same data this property did. So let's take a look at Early Frost Circle. Right here in East Orlando. How many bedrooms?
5.
Yes. And Sophia, how many bathrooms?
3.5.
Yes.
That's one less than ours.
Pardon?
That's one less bathroom than ours.
That's right, yeah, of course. And look at the square feet, Gary.
2863, that's about the same.
Yes. And look at, they have a private pool, correct?
Yeah, they do.
Look at what they were listed for.
Well, yeah, that's what we want to list for, 572.
That's right. And they were on the market for how long?
90 days.
3 months. So right now we're at the end of January. Okay. February, then March. Then that means you're under contract in April, which essentially means you're moving with the grandkids by May. Look at what they got.
Yeah, they got 535. That's not good.
So it took them 90 days for them to go from Fantasyland to reality.
Okay.
I'd like to play on the Lakers, but I'm 5'10". My mom thinks I'm 5'8". Let's think of it. So they got a cash offer. Okay,
Uh-huh.
They just closed on the property a couple weeks ago.
90 days.
Well, they were on the market for 90 days,
Mm-hmm.
and they closed at the end of December.
Mm-hmm.
So virtually 30 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've seen these prices, folks, where do you think we should be priced to create value in the eyes of a buyer? And Sophia, get someone to buy your home versus the competition, Gary?
Well, we like 575. There was one that went under contract at 570.
They are under contract, right? And can I ask you a question? And can I be direct with you, Sophia? Do you want to base your price on erroneous data? Or, Gary, do you want to make sure we're with the grandkids by Easter?
Well, we want to move. How erroneous is that data?
Now that we've seen these
How
prices,
old is this sale?
it's under contract, and that sold at the end of December.
Oh, okay.
So now that we've seen these prices, folks, I'm going to recommend the price $525. Gary, Sophia, are you ready to make a decision and sign the contract right now, please?
525. That's way lower than. We won't accept anything below 550.
I understand. Based on that, there are a couple of really important questions for you. Specifically, Gary, why do you feel your home is worth, in this case, $25,000 more than your neighbors?
Well, what did they get? 535?
They got
Same model?
$535 in a depreciating market. Gary,
What you're telling me is I'm not going to be able to get 550 for this home.
thank you for bringing that up, Gary. What I'm telling you is, I really care about you getting the page to Cindy. My question is, who's going to tell them we're delaying the process by asking too much, knowing it's not going to sell?
Well,
Sophia, what do you think? Because, can I be honest?
I'm not telling.
she's already picked out a home up there. So.
I was going to ask you, you mentioned that. Are we going to use this money as a full cash purchase or just a down payment?
Not necessarily.
Did you get a chance to look at the net sheet? If we sell it, when we sell it at 525, that's where you're going to net. Gary, can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Will that money right there allow you to play with the grandkids on Easter? Or, Sophia, are you going to be okay you going up there and leaving Gary here behind?
I don't know.
Let's get
We got a letter from a company that said they would buy the house for a little bit less than that.
Yeah, I understand.
So why am I going through all this if I have to?
Well,
I can just sell it to them.
Thanks for bringing that up. And obviously, you had me out for a reason, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sophia, you wanted clarity on all the numbers.
That's right.
Have I given you clarity here?
Pretty much so.
Did they tell you about their 10% fee?
There's a 10% fee.
Offer pad, open door. They're you losing trillions of dollars by telling nice people like you things that aren't true. I care about you, Gary. Sophia, do you feel that I can get you to the grandkids?
Well, we want you to get us the most amount of money.
And I'm going to do that. That's why you should sign the contract.
Okay, well, what about, I see you're charging a 6% commission. If we're not going to get our 550, you know, most of the commissions are 5%.
You know, folks, I really appreciate you bringing that up, and I wouldn't expect otherwise from you, Gary. And in fact, Sophia, you're ready to hire me, aren't you? Gary, did you take a look at my track record last year? I helped 100.
So what are you going? So exactly what are you going to do to get this home sold
Probably
for $5,500 more?
Probably the most important question. Can I ask you a question, Gary?
Well, of course.
If commissions were the same, who would you hire? Me or that discount agent who's begging you for your business?
Well, I'm going to hire the person I think that's going to get the home sold.
And when you hire me, I'm going to call every one of the top agents in town, telling them about your property. Can you understand how important that type of exposure is?
Well, we do need people to come in and look at the home.
And you do need to get to New York with the grandkids, right?
Yeah, well, we actually already made an offer on the property.
So let's do the right thing and sign the contract, Gary. I'll take care of you.
Should we sign?
Sophia, can you tell Gary to sign?